Hi everyone. Today's project is for week 9, as we were directed by the professor to make a video on a YouTube and about the importance of land in Native American life. I'm in a group with the Natasha Lopez, and we are just a group of two. So we will be discussing about how land is so important for Native American and the different characteristics that can be found in Native life, like in a different group of Native American, like Lakota, Coast Salish, or Time.
The Coast Salish people of the Pacific Northwest rely on salmon both economically and spiritually. The first salmon ceremony celebrates the arrival of salmon through songs, dance, and prayer. The salmon is cut in a ritual manner and ceremonially celebrated, and its remains are returned to the river. This reflects the story of the chief of the salmon who promised to return with his people to feed the Coast Salish every year. This also represents the relationship the Coast Salish people have with the salmon. For without the salmon, there would be no people, and without the people, there would be no salmon.
After reading Crawford text, we are like we can see that how why it's like the Native American life. The land has always played a role in Native American life, and we've been seeing that Native American people are fighting for their land from the U.S. government. For example, the Shelmont, their land has been encroaching by the different private groups where they do the sacred religious practice.
As a result of settler colonialism and overfishing, the salmon population has fallen greatly. Crawford quotes that salmon populations in the Northwest have fallen to 6% of pre-colonial numbers.
So not only these land are only for the community purpose, these are these are the sacred lands, and because of these lands, the whole community comes together and they practice different kind of religious which is passed to the next generation. So you can see the Black Hall Hills of Lakota people.
The Dawes Act of 1887 greatly impacted Lakota communities, causing high mortality rates. As a result, the Lakota turned to the ghost dance introduced by Kicking Bear and Black Elk. The Lakota painted symbols from ghost dance visions on shirts to further protect them from fire damage.
And it is changes to our Mount Rushmore right now. So yeah, and still like people, the Black Hill is very important for Native American people to do their religious practice.
One of the many traditions gifted to the Lakota by White Buffalo Calf Woman is an inipi. The sweat lodge tradition places a rock in the center of a sweat lodge, symbolizing Eon, the creator, the one who gives life. Water is poured over the rocks, creating steam, and rounds of prayers begin. A ceremonial pipe is taken out during the third round of prayer. The smoke carries the prayers to the spirit world. Breathing in the steam also cleanses the body internally and externally. By reenacting this moment of creation, the prayers are now given special efficiency. Overall, the sweat lodge tradition reminds the people of their interrelatedness of everything.
So even today, the Native American who lives in a reservation, they comes together in a certain sacred land where their forefather were buried and where they can do their religious practice or dance and or do different rituals.
The Coast Salish people honor their guardian spirits by participating in longhouse spirit dancing. Prior to the winter ceremony, dancers prepare by abstaining from alcohol, maintaining their dance regalia, and bathing regularly in rivers. During the winter ceremony, guardian spirits guide their dancer to move and sing. This dance symbolizes the dancer becoming the guardian spirit of an animal. Besides dancing to honor the spirit, dancing also serves as a way to cleanse the soul. The soul can wander away from the body, causing illness in Coast Salish traditions. Therefore, by dancing, things such as depression and anxiety can be relieved.
Way of living of life of Native American, the religion, their practice will can be preserved for a long time. And not only that, these religious practice also shows like how shows the Native Americans come together and they pray for the prosperity of their own people.
Another surviving tradition of the Coast Salish is the potlatch tradition. Forced to go underground because of settler colonialism, the potlatch tradition taught people to redistribute wealth amongst the Coast Salish community. This can also be done to establish a rank amongst society. Land and the need to preserve tradition from settler colonialism brings together many Native American communities to create the new identity they have today.